What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we got the IQ78U. Obviously with the whole hardness ordeal going on with the PBA, there's been some rule changes. So now any urethane bowling balls that are being produced have to be at least 78 hardness when they are made. So this rule is strictly for PBA. So if you guys are out there bowling league, whatever it may be, it doesn't pertain to you. So we just want to make that clear. So basically what 78 hardness is, it's the bowling ball is going to be a little bit harder when it's produced, tends to have a little bit less traction. So to combat that, they used a little bit of a stronger core. Obviously the IQ core, it's been around forever. 249029 are the numbers in the IQ. And we're gonna throw it today compared to the tried, the true, the trusted pitch black. And I think, what did we say it was, Mikey? 256, 257?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, and 022 diff. So the core itself in the pitch black is a little bit cleaner and a little bit weaker. So you can kind of see that they made some changes to kind of the, they made the cover stock a little weaker in the IQ, so they had to make the core a little bit stronger to kind of combat that. So layouts, right? Layouts, so pitch black, I believe is a 5x5x3 layout for me. And the IQ, I actually went closer to kind of what I use on my fast pitches. Just got done bowling tournament with a fast pitch, so I figured why not, right? This is a 4.5 by 3 3/4 by 5.5 2LS. So you can see obviously pinned quite a bit further away from the fingers there, but I did that because urethane balls, we want to make sure that they hook, especially with it being a harder cover stock. I didn't want it to shoot through the front part of the lane too quickly, so I want to make sure that it slowed down and at least gave it a chance to hook every single time. So without further ado, let's get onto the lanes. We're bowling on a 32-foot something or other pattern, so we at least actually have a short pattern out there, and we'll give them a true test. So let's go.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I interrupt this video to bring you guys the good word from Bowl DMC in collaboration with who else but Apparel EFX, the best in the bowling apparel game. We are coming to you with the Winter Drop, which is shipping out December 1st, but pre-orders are open now. And stock is limited, so make sure you get your order in today. We have the Christmas design long sleeve shirt. We have Big Block Bowl DMC snow cap design that's on the website as well. We have the red frocket, and we have the Bowl DMC Simple Design Christmas edition. Those are our 5 products that we have coming to you. Like I said, December 1st, dropping in honor of Christmas. Get those orders in. We'll see you out there.
Alrighty, let's give this a shot here. As you can tell, I've lost a little bit of its surface. I have thrown some shots. Ooh! All right, very close there. Now, obviously, like I said, drilled it a little bit stronger. I wanted to make sure that it was going to hook in that middle part of the lane. It's just kind of what we're looking for when we're throwing the urethane balls, is a defined hook spot that we can actually roll the ball off of, and then we can manipulate our hand from there. Lanes don't reset, so don't mind me. Hook at your spares. I don't mind that as a solid first shot there. Like I said, bowling on 32 feet, so this is definitely one of the shorter ones you'll ever bowl on. So make a slight adjustment here and see if we can do 1 pin better. Oh, got it there really quick. Huh. I like that. That was a mediocre shot at best with a less than mediocre result. I like that. I can't imagine what a good shot's gonna look like now. That's not a good one. I mean, the ball strikes from everywhere. The ball just strikes from everywhere. Need a mental regroup here. 32 feet, not for the faint of heart. It's not really that early, but we just kind of woke up, so it's early. All right, that was a better attempt. That was a better attempt. A little more forward with the hand there, so not really surprised with the 10 pin, but that's a motion I like to see. Like, it got there, it saw the spot, rolled off of it. Nothing too funny. No wiggle spot there. Didn't want to fly through the front part of the lane. So, yeah. So far, so good for the IQ. Liking what I'm seeing. It's always kind of, you know, you see these new urethane balls announced. They're, you know, trying to go the asymmetric route. They've tried to go, you know, all kinds of different routes of part reactive, part urethane, and you just never know until you actually throw them. So it's like you hear it, and it's like, all right, we'll wait and see. And so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. How about we see if we can hook the ball a little bit more? I liked with the fast pitch. I really liked. I felt like I could get a little bit further left and kind of shape the ball off the spot a little bit more. So obviously, you're gonna have to throw it a little bit slower. But we're gonna move here and see what happens. Do a little bit more angle through the front part of the lane. Just not enough angle through the front part of the lane. But still, it still saw that middle part of the lane. Didn't do anything wild off of it. So it's something I can at least work with. I think we're just gonna stay in the same spot and just not suck this time. We sucked again. We sucked again. A little less that time, but we sucked again. I'm gonna move a couple more, just because. I have no reason. A little better. Ooh. Okay, so I was able to create a little bit more angle through the front part of the lane. Honestly, still didn't get it as far right as I wanted to, but we're also getting to the middle of the 32-foot pattern to where like it's gonna have some friction. It's gonna wanna slow down as it goes across, so it's probably just really not even able to get over that far. But I mean, that's me lining up on 29, so I'm probably sliding around 35. On a 32-foot pattern, I have no reason to be in there. It's kind of silly, but it still strikes. It slows down as it goes across, and the one that scares me is like you start getting the stronger core in the urethane balls, it sees it and then just goes dead forward. It's like if you try to do this with, like Mikey mentioned a hot cell earlier, similar colors, and like that never strikes. Like it locks up so hard and then just goes forward. So it either like 10 pins or 4 pins, it just never sees the lane the right way. And so far that one has. Let's throw the pitch black. We're gonna go back to kind of where we started to get a more normal reaction. Ooh, it's like pulling the string, getting that thing to come forward. But it's funny because, like, you know, we've thrown obviously the pitch black for a very long time, then we've had the fast pitch for a while, and the pitch black always felt like it was so early, and so I guess like that true urethane ball. And I feel like the 78U is actually a little bit earlier. I know it's obviously it's new. I guess probably still has a little bit of a fresher surface than what my pitch black has, but I'm definitely seeing that lower RG core want to see that middle part of the lane a little bit more. So it seems like the core cover combo, even though this cover is quite a bit weaker, still seems like the core is strong enough to make that ball just a hair earlier. Layouts are different as well, so playing a part of it. But in the end, this new urethane ball is still, it's urethane. So like, got to round that one a little bit more, and it definitely wants to it's weird. It's like cleaner and more angular, quote unquote. It's obviously not angular, but it's it has more down lane motion than what this IQ has, which I don't mind. Typically, obviously, when we're using urethane bowling balls, we're trying to keep them in front of us a little bit more anyway. So I don't need the big hook down lane. It doesn't bother me one bit. I'm actually gonna go further right with this IQ now. Obviously, like I said, bowling on 32 feet, we could keep going left, but it's silly. So let's go further right with a little bit more speed here. This is a complete guess, and we'll see what happens. I like that one a lot. So that was the only thing that was like somewhat running through my head was, if we get a little bit closer to it, is that core too early to where it gets offline too quick and then has no chance of striking? Obviously I threw it just a little bit harder, but I mean, that looked really good. So that excites me. So we're gonna try one more from there. Really can't do a whole lot better than what that one was, but we might as well throw one more just to confirm. I mean, if it's tripping fours, that's just that. I don't trip very many fours, so that to me, I've thrown a messenger and tripped a four. They usually say you can't do both. Apparently this one can. So should we try one more? Should we try the pitch black from over there?
If you like.
All right, we'll try. Why not, right? A little more in-depth review here. Oh, should we show them the reactive ball on 32 feet? Just to give them the true difference of what these bowling balls are. All right, pitch black from the further right location. Yeah, so you can just see it get through the front part of the lane a little bit quicker. Now, like I said, I'm not telling you these bowling balls are massively different, because obviously I've been standing in the same place and I've been able to strike with both of them. It's just how they're designed. So obviously we have a harder cover stock with a stronger core, and then we have a softer cover stock with not a strong core. So they're doing somewhat the same thing, just in different ways. So now you bowl in more patterns, and you're gonna start obviously noticing some differences, but I don't think they're gonna be massively different. So if you're in the market for a new urethane ball for a PBA competition, or honestly, if you're just a slower ball speed player, maybe a higher rev dominant player, I think this ball could be really good, because it's still obviously an IQ core that it's going to give you some motion, but it's a, that weaker tamed down cover stock that when it sees the friction, it's not going to want to go sideways off of. So I think it's could be a very good control piece. Like, I feel like you could even throw it in league. It flares enough. So definitely think it's going to be pretty good all around option. So I'll throw one with the reactive ball, just because it's going to look awful. But this is obviously the Tour Dynamics. This is pretty much the smoothest bowling ball that I have. And we'll go back to the original starting position. Just going to throw a normal shot. It'll look not good. Professional bowler. I know exactly what I'm talking about at all times. Or you can get a Tour Dynamics. Okay, well that's not what I thought that was going to do at all. I'm just going to blame that I've thrown enough urethane shots that the ball actually looks pretty good now. I did throw a couple of the Tour Dynamics earlier. It didn't do that. But yeah, that's the IQ78U ball review. I think it's going to be a good piece. I think if you do have to bowl PBA events and you're in the search for a new, true urethane piece, definitely the IQ78U is going to be the one for you. So stop by your local VIP pro shop, come visit us at TV Bowling Supply. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It means a lot. And yeah, give us a comment. What do you think of, tell us what do you think of the new hardness rule. So yeah, thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.